All right, everyone, get ready because we are jumping right into a story that has absolutely everyone talking.
Oh, yeah?
Sean Diddy Combs' arrest
Hmm.
and the potential fallout,
Yeah.
especially for his superstar ex, Jennifer Lopez.
Right.
We found this podcast and it is breaking down all the details and it's a lot.
Oh, it is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, this arrest has just put Diddy's past right back in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Especially his relationship with J-Lo.
Uh-huh.
Even though it's been years since they were a couple,
Right.
it really shows you how the past can come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the public eye.
Exactly.
Like these celebrities.
Yeah, and we're talking about Diddy here.
Right.
This guy has built a massive empire.
Oh, yeah.
Music, fashion, TV, you name it.
Yeah.
So when someone like that gets caught up in serious allegations, like the ripple effects can be huge.
Oh, absolutely huge.
Yeah.
You have to remember, Diddy and J-Lo back in the late 90s, early 2000s, they weren't just any couple. They were the it couple.
Right.
Trendsetters.
Yeah.
Constantly in the headlines.
Yeah.
Practically royalty in the pop culture world. Their influence back then was undeniable.
Oh, absolutely. They were iconic.
Yeah.
But, their relationship definitely had its fair share of drama.
Oh, for sure.
Most notably, that infamous nightclub incident.
Oh, yeah.
Involving a gun charge.
Right.
That was big.
That incident was a major turning point for both of their careers.
Yeah.
For J-Lo especially, it meant serious image rehab.
Yeah.
Think about it. She had to rebuild her brand.
Yeah.
After being connected with such a public and controversial event.
Right.
It's something that many celebrities who have been through similar situations have struggled with.
It makes you wonder how this latest incident with Diddy might affect her now.
Yeah.
Even after all these years.
I know, right?
I mean, J-Lo has been killing it lately.
She has.
Thriving family, successful career.
Yep.
She's practically a national treasure at this point.
I mean, she really is.
Could this really tarnish her image?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The media loves to dig up the past. Especially in this digital age.
Right.
When a celebrity faces legal trouble.
Yeah.
And in this case, with Diddy back in the headlines, for the wrong reasons, there's always a chance that old stories about their relationship could resurface.
So J-Lo could get hit with this guilt by association thing.
Guilt by association.
Even if she's completely uninvolved.
It's a real possibility.
Wow.
In the public relations world, guilt by association is a nightmare scenario for any celebrity.
It really is.
Think about someone like Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
She faced public backlash when her husband was arrested for DUI.
Yeah.
Even though she had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Her team had to work overtime
to
separate her image from that incident.
Wow.
And that's something J-Lo's team is likely gearing up for right now.
Yikes. So it's not just about the gossip.
Nope.
There are real consequences here.
Well, absolutely real consequences.
Yeah.
Brands in particular are incredibly sensitive to scandal. They don't want their products or services associated with any kind of controversy.
So even if J-Lo has zero involvement in Diddy's legal issues, just the fact that their names are being mentioned together could cause problems?
Precisely.
Wow.
Remember, Diddy has built a massive business empire.
He has.
This legal situation could put a lot of his deals at risk. And if J-Lo happens to have any ventures with him, those could be affected too.
Yeah.
Brands are quick to cut ties with anyone connected to negative press, even indirectly.
And then there's the social media hurricane to contend with.
Oh, yeah?
Have you seen the reactions online?
Oh, I have.
It's a total frenzy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Social media adds a whole other layer of complexity to the situation.
It really does.
It can amplify both the positive and the negative, making it really difficult to control the narrative.
It does.
We've already got fans fiercely defending J-Lo.
Yeah.
Others digging into her past with Diddy.
Right.
And a whole lot of speculation running rampant.
Yeah.
It's a PR nightmare.
Talk about unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the best move for J-Lo right now?
Well,
should she address this publicly?
Okay.
Or lay low and hope it blows over?
It's a tough call.
It is.
J-Lo's team is probably advising her to stay silent for now and focus on her own projects.
Yeah.
Getting caught up in any kind of back and forth on social media
Right.
could just add fuel to the fire.
But what if the pressure keeps building? What if fans or, those super sensitive brands we were talking about start demanding a response from her?
Well, then things get even more interesting, don't they?
They do.
J-Lo has navigated some tricky situations throughout her career.
Yeah.
Maybe she can weather this storm if it doesn't directly involve her.
I guess we'll have to see how it plays out.
We will.
But this whole thing really highlights how the past can have a surprisingly long reach.
It really does.
Especially in the age of social media.
Absolutely.
It's a good reminder that even for superstars like J-Lo, actions from years ago, can come back into the spotlight and have real-world consequences.
Real-world consequences, for sure.
This is already a fascinating deep dive.
It is.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
I know, right?
Stay tuned for part 2,
okay,
where we'll dig even deeper into the potential legal and business implications of this whole situation.
Yeah, we'll get into all that. Welcome back.
So we were just talking about how sensitive brands are to any whiff of scandal. I can only imagine the scramble going on behind the scenes right now.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Diddy's business empire is vast.
Yeah.
And these legal troubles could send shockwaves through it all.
Yeah.
Investors get jittery.
Right.
Partners start reevaluating contracts. The whole thing becomes incredibly fragile.
Can you give us a sense of what kind of impact we could see? Like, are we talking brands pulling out of deals altogether?
It's definitely on the table.
Oh.
Remember when Tiger Woods had his personal scandals?
Oh, yeah.
Major brands like Accenture and Gatorade dropped him like a hot potato.
Right.
And that was before the intensity of cancel culture that we see today.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be surprising if Diddy faced similar fallout.
Yeah.
Especially given the serious nature of the allegations.
It's amazing how quickly things can unravel.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a stark reminder that reputation is everything in the business world. And in this digital age, news travels at lightning speed.
Yeah.
1 minute you're at the top of your game.
Right.
The next that you're facing a PR crisis that could jeopardize everything you've built.
And it's not just about Diddy, right? We were discussing how this could potentially impact J-Lo's business ventures, too.
Let's say hypothetically.
Okay.
J-Lo has a fragrance line in partnership with Diddy's company.
Okay.
Suddenly, department stores might be hesitant to stock that fragrance.
Yeah.
Because of the negative association.
Right.
Consumers might even boycott it.
Wow.
It creates a real dilemma for everyone involved.
It's like a domino effect?
It is.
One event triggers a chain reaction that can be really difficult to control.
Exactly. And then there's the financial fallout to consider.
Oh, right.
Lost endorsements, legal fees, decreased sales.
Yeah.
It can add up quickly.
Wow. It's a high-stakes game, for sure.
It is.
Okay, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about social media.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier that it adds a whole other layer of complexity to this situation.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Social media is like a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gives celebrities a direct line of communication with their fans.
Right.
On the other hand, it can be a breeding ground for misinformation and speculation.
Yeah.
Making it incredibly challenging to manage public perception.
You mentioned seeing a lot of fans defending J-Lo online.
I did.
Is that a sign that she might be able to escape any serious damage to her reputation?
It's certainly a positive sign.
Okay.
Loyal fan bases can be incredibly powerful when it comes to weathering these sorts of storms.
Right.
But social media is fickle.
Yeah.
Opinions can change quickly.
For sure.
And the court of public opinion is notoriously hard to predict.
So even if J-Lo is completely innocent in all this, the online chatter could still negatively impact her image.
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow.
We've seen it happen time and time again.
Yeah.
And it's not always fair.
Right.
But in the world of celebrity,
yeah,
perception is often reality.
It is.
It's why crisis management teams are working overtime right now to try and mitigate the damage.
It's a good reminder that we as consumers of information need to be mindful of the stories we're being fed.
Absolutely.
And maybe take everything we see on social media with a grain of salt.
Absolutely.
Great.
We have a responsibility to be critical thinkers, to question the narratives being presented to us, and to remember that there's often more to the story than what we see in a headline.
Right.
Or a trending hashtag.
So where do we go from here? What are the key things to watch for as the story unfolds?
Well, from a legal perspective,
okay,
we'll be following the details of the allegations against Diddy closely. The outcome of his case will undoubtedly have a major impact on his future business endeavors.
And as for J-Lo,
it will be interesting to see how she chooses to navigate this situation.
Yeah.
Will she address it publicly?
Right.
Or maintain a strategic silence? Will she distance herself from Diddy?
Right.
Or stand by him?
Yeah.
These are all questions that will likely be answered in the coming weeks and months.
This has been an incredibly insightful look at the potential fallout from Diddy's arrest.
It has.
And I'm already eager to hear your thoughts on what might happen next.
Let's dive into those potential scenarios in part 3 of our deep dive. We'll examine how J.Lo might leverage this situation to her advantage.
Okay.
And explore the broader implications for celebrity culture.